Last night, during my shift as a night security guard at the museum, something happened that I can't quite explain. The air was thick with an unsettling silence, broken only by the distant hum of the overhead lights. But it was when I passed by the exhibit of ancient dolls that I felt it, a shiver that ran down my spine, as if the dolls were watching me. Their glassy eyes seemed to follow my every move. I shook off the feeling, attributing it to a long night and too much caffeine, but deep down, I knew something was different. One doll, in particular, caught my attention, its head tilted slightly, as if listening. As the hours crawled by, I couldn't shake the sense of unease. I decided to patrol the exhibit again, hoping to put my mind at ease. As I approached, the air seemed to thicken, and the temperature dropped noticeably. I watched in disbelief as the doll's tiny porcelain hand moved ever so slightly, pointing towards the shadowy corner of the exhibit room. The darkness seemed to pulse, and in that moment, I was certain I heard faint whispers, like echoes of a long-forgotten conversation. My heart raced, and I was torn between the urge to flee and an inexplicable need to understand what was happening. Driven by a mix of curiosity and dread, I approached the corner the doll had indicated. Behind a heavy velvet curtain, I discovered a hidden alcove filled with dusty, forgotten artifacts. Among them lay an old diary, its pages yellowed with age. As I flipped through the pages, I realized they belonged to a young girl who had once owned the dolls. Her entries were filled with tales of isolation, longing, and a desperate wish to be heard. The last entry sent chills through me. They promised to keep me company forever. Suddenly, the whispers grew louder, echoing the girl's words in a haunting chorus that filled the room. In that moment, the truth became clear. The dolls weren't just antiques, they were vessels, each one animated by a fragment of the girl's spirit, longing for connection. I backed away slowly, the doll's eyes following me as I retreated to the safety of the main hall. As dawn broke, I left the museum, my mind racing with the night's events. But as I glanced back one last time, the dolls seemed to nod in unison, as if thanking me for uncovering their secret. Now, I can't shake the feeling that they're not finished telling their story, and that tonight, they'll have more to share.